you are faced with two options and you choose one, what you have done is that you have planted a seed into your future. Some will germinate immediately, some it might take 15 years. The first time somebody gave me a pornographic magazine, I was 10 years old. How old was I? I can't hear you. How old was I? How old are you? You are 10. I was exactly your age. 10 years old. A friend gave me a pornographic magazine. And then I looked at it. It didn't take more than 15, 20 seconds. It took me 15 years to be delivered. 15 years. To say, I'm free. 15 years. That's how long. Because your choices are what? They are seed. So as you walk out of this conference and you make a choice, just know that you are planting that seed into your future. Either it will become a tree of life, or it will become a tree of what? Death. Because the believer is alive, the unbeliever is what? Dead. Brethren, I'm saying this to say to you that these two lines will never cross. And by the time you read through the Bible carefully, God is always crying, be ye separate. Be ye what? Paul said, can I take what is God's and join it to a harlot? You are the temple of the Lord. He said, God forbid. So when you find a teenager that is masturbating, it's because the teenager does not know, I am the Lord's house. When you find a teenager that can sit down, my parents have left the house, then they go and bring out a strange movie, and they are watching it. Imagine this thing I'm about to tell you. You are the house of the Lord. It means that wherever you are, the Holy Ghost is there, Jesus is there, God the Father is there. Imagine sitting down watching naked video and the Holy Ghost is with you. Are you here? You and Holy Ghost. You and Holy Ghost. There is nothing wrong with it. Not temple of the Lord. Can Holy Ghost watch that thing with you? That thing that you have in your phone, can Holy Ghost watch it with you? When your parents have gone, then you put 12. You and Holy Ghost. You and Holy Ghost. Ask yourself, who are you carrying? Have you become a mobile house of idols? Or you are carrying Jesus? Jesus. You see, brethren, Satan knows that if you don't make this separation early, he will damage you early. I had to bend my head at some point while Pastor Jude was leading prayers because I was crying. You know why I was weeping? My entire life flashed before my eyes. I'm a product of God's mercy. Bro, Satan damaged me early. I got into boarding house when I was 8. Yes. I wrote primary 6 exam from primary 4 and passed. And they said, go to boarding house. I went to boarding house at 8. A senior walked into my net in the night and dragged me to his bed. I was 8 years old. And homosexually abused me. I was 8. He did things to me that till now I'm ashamed. I feel pain. I feel, if not that I am a candidate of mercy. I still feel as if, why did God allow this thing happen to me? I was 8. All kinds of things made me do all kinds of things. I was shaking like a leaf. I was afraid. Was bigger than me. Many years my senior. I was in JSS 1. He was in SS 3. He dragged me in there. I was weak. I was powerless. You know what Satan did? He damaged me. I was just 8 years old. 8. You see, what I want to do this morning, while I was praying, God kept telling me he wants to heal broken souls. Damaged me. By the time I was 10, I was introduced to porn. By the time I was 12, I had my first sexual intercourse. The lady I slept with was 27 years old. Yes. Yes, I was 12. So here I am. Father, nowhere to be found. My mother was raising 4 children by herself, laboring, trying to bring us to know Jesus the best way she could. But here I was, damaged. Damaged. Every time I tried, Egypt will be dragging me back. You can't escape. There were times in my room by myself, I will cry. Help me, Jesus. That's how immorality became a part of my life. And you know the funny thing? I could not tell anybody. You see, dear teenager, dear child, this morning, this is what the Holy Ghost told me to come and ask you. Even if you cannot tell anybody, will you not tell Jesus? Will you not tell Jesus? Because you see, if Satan succeeds in breaking your soul early, you can become 55 with a broken soul. Some of you see it with your fathers. Any small thing, he has slapped your mother. It's not him, his soul is broken. He's a broken man. Some of you see it with your mothers. They shout, they treat your fathers anyhow. Your house, there's no peace. It's because 2 broken people are now married. They didn't have an opportunity of a teenagers conference where they could come out and say, Jesus, even if I've never told anybody, please, I'm broken, heal me.